Hello there, this is Cookies, and if you remember last time, we stormed Midland, and I believe we succeeded in the video replay, but we failed on the battle report. And that was one where it was a replay bug, even for me, for the original viewing, so all I can do is speculate about how I actually lost that siege so poorly. But most of the replays I've seen since have me winning, or have it be very close. But it is what it is. And then we also saw Berytos track down and kill Starn. So what that means is we're still mostly in cleanup operations, where people are trying to siege down and take Fomoria and Hinnom's forts. Hinnom itself is, I don't think, under siege yet. And so that's where we left off, at least for me, in terms of recording last week. So we'll go ahead and jump into this one, which is turn 41. And we don't find any magic sites. We cast a couple of Twiceborns. We distill some gold. We lose a bunch of population and some gold. And we get a nature gem. And we go ahead and we breach Midland again as we move back on new troops. And then Berytos does a couple of raids. They go ahead and raid one PD here. And then they also go into Cloud Cap. Now, I really like these commanders. I probably wouldn't do this even against one PD, but it's what he had. Probably just trying to set the border. Didn't want Vanheim or someone taking it. But unfortunately, this Great Hawk was able to kill the commander, at least in this replay, but not the two barbarians. And he wasn't even able to kill the commander in the actual game. Alright, so what are we doing this turn? We're going to go ahead and storm again. We have a new group moving on to the fort to try and hold on to it. We see 20 Rephites here, so a little bit concerned about that. I don't know. The Fomoria player, I believe, is gone by now. But he had some personal issues, had to step out, and now the Hinnom player is playing both of them, and he's failing the real life morale checks. So he might be going AI this turn, if I remember right. But we're still scared of Rephites. Or maybe soon he might be doing that. So we're pulling back and setting up a defense in Ironwood Forest, which is Sacreds, more attack rear stuff, less Rhino Clan to HP route us, and then a fair number of commanders and mages. And that's because of this black tower here. We want to fort this so we can break into blood. So that's kind of the plan there. So we're sending a bunch of stuff there. And we've also got our 33 PD dump. So that's kind of the plan there. In terms of what Berytos is up to, I think he's trying to ramp up blood hunting. I'm working on setting up a friendly border with Vanheim Lanka. They're our natural allies. I don't see any reason to piss them off over a province or two. So we're negotiating over that. I also don't want us wasting time taking Fomoria. I don't think it's easy for us to hold anything on the other side of this river. So I don't particularly want us trying to spend a bunch of resources sieging down and taking fortifications on this side. However, having these three is really nice. This one allows us to, if we have swimming, we can move between the two ends of our empires really quickly, or flying. And then these are really rich provinces, and we can probably like raid them at least. So that's kind of the idea there, or at least my thoughts on it. And then yeah, Berytos should be able to clean that up next turn. And then I think he's also being pretty nice and sending a force down here to clean out the Greater Wild for me. So I think that's it for this turn. Not a heck of a lot of action. Things are starting to slow down a little bit, but we should get a storm attempt next turn. and I'll see you then. Have a good one.